been trying hard to keep my cool, but when you're near, there's nothing that I can do. When you're walking in, I know it's true. It doesn't even matter how hard I try, 'cause when I hear your voice, my walls come down. Boy, you are the only thing I want. There must be a way I can make you see that if we fell in love, it will be so sweet. But when it's you and me, nobody can bring us down, bring us down.
Getting a guide coming in for you.
Yeah.
And it's a guide that's been working with you. I'm getting the impression it's a male guide, and that this male guide has been working with you for the last, I'm getting about 4 years. And what they're saying is in the last 4 years, they've really been working with you as far as I'm hearing self-care, but a lot of that is having to do with health and changing your attitude about yourself. So, because when I started tuning in with you, I heard exercising, working out, but it's not that you need to do this, it's stuff that you're doing. And I don't know if it's been over the last 4 years that you've decided to really get on this health kick and get healthier both mentally and physically.
Yes.
But this particular guide that's coming through, and I'm getting goosebumps right now. This particular guide said that he's the one who's been working with you. He's kind of like, it makes me laugh because I said, well, and he's kind of showing me the Richard Simmons of guy, like, let's go kind of thing. And that's what he's doing. I mean, he's got a funny sense of humor with it, but and he's stepping forward to acknowledge that he's here on this journey with you, and he's helping you going down this. And he keeps saying betterment and improvement, betterment, like bettering your life, because he's giving me the impression that over the last 4 years, if someone was to meet you 4 years ago, you are a different Amy than you are today.
Yes.
And they wouldn't recognize you. Not just, he's not talking about physical, because the physical has changed a little bit, but more spiritual inside.
Yeah.
And your soul's kind of finally getting in the right path that you want to go in.
Right.
So your soul is finally aligning with the true Amy that's always been inside, but he said that there was a lot of different layers on there that you had to chip away at. And you've been working, impression that you're very intuitive yourself.
Yes. Yeah.
Like if you learned the correct way, you could actually be doing what I'm doing.
Yes, I believe that.
Okay.
I do.
That makes sense why you're not getting any relatives coming on this side. The guides are all coming through.
Yes.
Okay. So the other guide that's coming through is the one that's going to help you, guide you. Have you started studying some type of energy work?
I've been reading a lot lately.
Okay.
A lot. Yeah. Trying to understand and learn more.
Okay. Because they're starting to show me you getting more opening with the energy work. And it's kind of, and they're showing me almost my steps that I went through, which is a lot of, learning how to calm your mind so that you can hear your messages, and connecting through meditation. Because a lot of people have a hard time with the meditation. I did when I first began. And a lot of people always ask me, what's the purpose of meditation? The purpose of meditation isn't so that we can see other people's futures. It's so that we can connect to our higher self and our guides, so that we can get guidance from them. And they're showing me your dad's mom was like this.
Yes, she was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your dad's mom was very intuitive. Didn't really know why, because somewhere what they're showing me is somewhere along the line, it was like daughter would teach, mother would teach daughter, granddaughter, and it was always like it was something passed down the line. And then it got broken somewhere in that line. Now, it might have been broken because whoever the next woman that came into the thing didn't feel that connection. So the mother, it wasn't passed down. But for many generations, you lost a lot of that knowledge, but you didn't lose your ability because it was born within you. You just knew you had this ability, but you didn't have the training and the knowledge, because those trainings would come from, past generations. There's a grandfather in spirit as well.
Yes. Yes, there is.
Is he European, your grandfather? Like, you have European roots?
French. And then my other grandfather too, he's more English.
Okay. I think it's the English one. The only reason I'm saying the English one is because he's wearing like a type of fedora type thing. So he's very dapper looking.
Okay.
So he's coming through like very put together. I don't know if that's how he was, but that's how he's coming through, and that's how he's showing me myself. That's how he's showing me himself.
Right.
So
I was really young when he passed. I was 4.
okay. Your dad's dad, he's stepping forward first. He's very it's funny because your mom's dad just kind of like said, okay, you go ahead. Now that I'm kind of like blending in with him, he's just giving me the impression that it was very kind. He was a very kind man, very gentle. He doesn't give me the thing that he really didn't raise his voice. He was stern with certain things when he needed to be. He was very stern, a bit stubborn because he had his beliefs, but the kindest man you'd ever meet. Like, he would give you anything. Yeah. He'd give you the shirt off his back kind of thing.
Yeah.
And he's like, all he cared about was that they had food on the table and that his family was taken care of. He didn't really care about anything else.
Yeah.
To him. And to him, family was everything.
Right.
He was very now I'm asking your dad's mom to step forward. He's a little more passionate, actually.
Yes.
He's a little passionate. He didn't mince words. The impression he's giving me is like he was nice, but I mean, if you asked him his opinion, he wouldn't sugarcoat it. He would tell you exactly what he meant.
How it is. Yes.
And he's like giving me the impression that he could be a little hard on, like, you would. What he's giving me is that, you might have seen something that he was hard to please, but it wasn't. It was more like he was pushing you to be his best. But because he's giving, this is the impression he's giving me. It's like if you went to him and said, "Hey, Grandpa, I got a B on my test," he would say, "Well, why didn't you get an A?" And that's the impression he's giving me. That was kind of his way of encouraging. That's what he's thinking. This is my way of encouraging them. Like, you should get an A. I mean, in one aspect, he is right, but
yeah.
But yeah, that was, and he would, he's just saying, I wasn't a hard man, but it seemed that way because of his delivery, I guess.
Yeah, right.
That's the impression I'm getting from them. I mean, both beautiful souls, both very encouraging for you and very excited about what you're doing, but they just want you to know that you've got them on the other side. They're on your spirit team as well. So they both come
Does it take a while for someone that passes to have a connection with them?
It does, because they've got, when they go to the other side, first they it's almost like they have to go to school kind of thing. They're shown their past lives. They're
Yeah.
shown what they've been through. And they have to kind of, depending on how they were here, there's different things that they have to go through and kind of heal from as well.
Okay.
Because it's a different realm up there.
Right.
So, and then they have to kind of go to school, like they're shown from the other souls that are up there how to communicate. So,
Because my mom just passed away May 21st,
okay.
and it was shocking. Like, I still can't believe she's gone. But I felt a presence, like hovering over me. Like, I felt it, so
He's
I
trying to
did.
communicate with you.
That's what I think. I really think that was her. Yes,
So
that
I don't
was
sense
her.
your mom here at all.
No way. So yeah,
I
maybe
mean,
she
you
can
could
come
try,
through
let me
with it.
see if we can try calling her in. You want to try saying her name 3 times?
Yvonne Colomb. Yvonne Colomb. Yvonne Colomb.
She's showing me yellow flowers, or I'm seeing yellow flowers.
Yes.
That's her?
Yeah, she would always hold the black-eyed Susan.
Okay. Do you see butterflies?
A lot. Yes.
She's showing me a butterfly landing like on a flower, and she's like, that's a symbol from her. So whenever you see the butterfly, that's her symbol from her. She's talking about cooking. Is there a particular dish that she loved, that was like her dish that she used to make?
She always talked about loving my cooking.
Okay, because she's talking
Okay.
about cooking. She's talking about a favorite dish. Was there something was there something that you used to make or that she made? Because I'm having a hard time hearing her. She's saying cooking and favorite. Was there something specific, like a dessert? She's showing me like a pie.
She used to make a lot of pies.
Okay. Because I'm getting like, like I said, she hasn't been passed over a long. So she's showing me an imagery of like the pie, and then sitting and having a chat with like coffee and eating the pie. So I don't know if it's something that you guys used to do, but that's the image that she's giving me. So I don't know if she wants you to sit down, have a piece of pie and some coffee and have a chat with her.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
she is, like you would now. And the pie that she's giving me is more like a dark, like a berry pie, like a dark berry pie, like almost like blueberry or blackberry or something like that.
Yeah, she always made the mixed berry pie.
Okay.
Yeah, she would make it for my dad.
Okay. That makes sense. Whatever she wants to tell you, she wants to tell you specifically. And you'll find that sometimes when you start
Right.
doing this. And because you're intuitive, you're able to connect with her, your own. I'm getting the impression it's something about her passing that she wants to relate to you. Because I'm getting the impression about health. It might have been something that she neglected. She got an woman. I'm getting a bit of a headache with her, almost like an aneurysm type thing. Was it that?
That's what she had, was an
Okay.
aneurysm. Yeah.
That's what she's giving me, an aneurysm.
Right.
She's
and
not
she
giving
had-
me an aneurysm, but she's
No,
giving me
no.
a headache. And that's what I'm getting with her as I'm starting to blend more with her.
She had no idea she had it her whole life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's part of what she wants to talk to you about is your own health with that.
Right.
Because she's giving me a headache right now. I think some of, yeah, she's pulled back. She's not going to give me any more. That's as much as she's giving me. But I'm happy I was able to give you that.
Yeah, because I asked her just something small, even if it's just a little message, anything. I
Yes.
said,
Yeah. And I think she did that to appease you.
Yes.
So the rest she's saving for you. She's saving for you to have coffee with her. And I'm so happy that you allowed me to connect with these wonderful souls. I mean, and you're a
Absolutely.
beautiful soul too. I'm so excited about your journey.